Okay, so I first share my screen to show my presentation slide. Thank you for attending today's webinar. Today, I'm going to share with you my recent endeavor to applying AI agent to contribute to the healthcare innovation, especially that I'm going to show you how to analyze your patented innovations and then how to utilize them to, for example, that further innovate for the new product or new innovation from the existing patent, or you can license out to monetize it, or can be used in the commercialization through the partners. So I briefly go over the basics, and then today's focus is a live demo. So I will show you the demo. They show the snapshot of my innovation, that how to utilize your patent technology to license out or other proposal you can use that I can explain further. So as you know that the healthcare area cover very diverse area, including medical technology. So this is related to the supporting medical practice and also pharmaceuticals, and they're developing new drug for treatment, and also biotechnology to including genomics and other biotechnology to supporting to your whole kind of like a medical like practice or other pharmaceutical area, and also like a healthcare IT that's supporting the healthcare system operation. So here is some example that what include in the medical technology and health IT. So I just try to some subfield of the what I mean by the healthcare technology. So I just divided by under my understanding, but maybe depending on the expert or professionals, it can be something changes. But anyways, I wanted to be as far as the genre. So there are many different type of the like innovation is happening. So for example, that this kind of the patent technology mostly used in-house, supporting their business operation or using the some research. And then once you have done your internal proposal, actually there are another way to actually utilizing this patent, because a patent can be exclusive right to the owner, so they can use it for other people to use for other purpose, right? So they exclude other people that unlawfully use it, but they also like a power to let other people use it. So the one particular a good example is university, because the university is mostly in non-profit. So actually they contribute to the innovation, especially healthcare innovation in the community and society, because of the a lot of the funding from government or the enterprise or society. So they actually the researchers and professors and other peoples are working in their own professional field, and then developing new science and technology, and then based on that actually they provided some kind of like a patented technology. And then so in the university, that there are several ways actually that they can actually have a revenue, right? Even if they are non-profit. One is kind of like from the donation, right? Because supporting from sponsors or the alumni, and then they call like a university endowment. and then they utilizing them. They have their own like investment vehicle to they invest to other like venture capital or the private equity, or they operating their own like investment vehicle to monetize it. And another area is patent because universities research is end up being many different type of the good innovation and patented technology. So almost all like university have their own like they call licensing office or tech transfer office, and they hire the professionals doing like find out the good use of their potential like patent to be licensed out, or maybe have a partner or other way they want to like monetize their like innovations. So I just researched what usually that the private sector's licensing information is very hard to get, but usually the university information is disclose many different type of their licensing deals and the commercialization things. So I just analyzed that on, and then usually the good framework is the first starting from patent assessment and valuation, and then they look at the market industry analysis, what kind of like a product can be enabled by their patented technology, and then they find out the potential licenses or potential partners, and then outreach and negotiate, and then after the post like licensing management, like the get the like learning royalties or other like partnership revenue share or something like that. So this field actually that I'm also very familiar with because I'm a uh, in addition to I'm an innovator, so I've been 30 years in all technology area, especially high tech. So I starting from semiconductor, telecommunication, IT, and software, and recently health tech. And also like I'm a patent attorney, so more than 20 years I working on this area, not only like developing patent and protect it, and sometimes as a lawyer I litigate over the defense or offense, and then mostly I working in kind of like utilizing patent for monetization, especially licensing or acquisition or M&A and something like that. So based on my experience in this field, and then my recent like expertise in the AI agent, I combine to them and then try to solve some of the like that I have already experienced in this field. So I will give you some snapshot. So I'm going to introduce AI agent powered platform for licensing healthcare innovations. So basic motivation is that because uh, even because in the United States, for example, the huge number of every year huge number of the patent apply to the USPTO, and then among them actually about like more than like 30% like is healthcare related and ever growing. Even if there are a lot of patents in the like application and that they issued as like a patented technology, it's not all patents are used for for kind of like economically valuable things, right? So for example, that in the academic area, only 37% is utilized to generate some economic value. So it's about the 60% still left over there, and then non-use for any like commercial or the economic purpose. And then, for example, in even this is higher in government area because there are many different type of government like operate research laboratory. For example, that the National Institute of Health is one of the like uh, big like representative government institution in the healthcare innovation, but for their patent, for example, their patent related to FDA approved drugs. So their patent the commercialized as a drug is only 2%. So very low. So why? Because of the one is like this interpretation of this patent itself is required, especially the healthcare patent is cover very complex type of technologies. So understanding and interpreting their commercial potential is very hard. So only like a specialized expert can do. And then also like to find out the relevance market to can utilize the patent is also very difficult to do. So all things done manually by some professionals. And then also like good like partners or like licenses or the some other partner like for example they want to utilizing as like they include in their product, new product or the new technology, whatever. And then also like how to evaluate the value is also very difficult. So it's kind of like some difficulties exist. That's why that if we can provide a solution to overcome these kind of difficulties, we can have a more chance to opportunity to utilize existing patent. So this is the one actually that I just try to like this challenge. So interpretive complexity, right? So as I'm a patent attorney, so I've done this kind of the okay. Let me see. Somebody asked us request, but it interrupt mine. Okay, so uh this AI agent is kind of like me, like a patent expert. And then patent has a different type of information how to interpret it. For specification, you can have a technical details, and for the claims, as it's kind of like a legal area. So to understanding patent completely require very trained expert. So I just train my AI agent to the platform like me, right? So because I train this, so I train this to interpret pattern as for the like for especially finding out some commercial potentials can be further elaborate in the next stage. In the next stage, that how to find out the market. So this is one actually that I'm very interested in. The given patent information, can you find out the potential product or service you can enable by this patent, or maybe what kind of like a market segment, and then what will be the potential of the market. So this is a very similar to like if you're starting some new project, or you are the startup founders, that this is the one actually the starting from your idea and the proof of concept. And then whenever, for example, that you provide to the like potential investor partners for the pitch deck, the all the like the information that require in that kind of pitch deck is to like what is your like a product market fit, and what will be your go-to-market strategy or something like that. This kind of all this require that what is a market segment you can apply, what is the like a market potential, like a size, and what kind of like a product can be like a launch in the like a go-to-market strategy, something like that. So I just understand this, and then I just train my AI agent to do similar to what I envision. And third part is most difficult part because for example that I also do this kind of thing. Once I have a patent, I analyze patent potential and the market potential, and then I try to find out who might be interested in use this one, right? This one maybe someone maybe the company that actually they want to be include this patent technology as another portfolio, or maybe they are interested in to use it as a like further development or the partnership and the co-develop whatever, right? So this is the most difficult part, and they require huge like experience, expertise, like usually that people has a kind of, some kind of like experience in the market, specific the party or something like that, and they try to find out the which entities might be interested in, and how to approach them, something like that. So I just train my AI agent to that have in mind that, right? Because usually I done manually doing that. And then I just try include everything and then try to give you like some kind of like total like standard strategy evaluation process we provide. So combining everything as a one like a platform that actually that it can be has support you that I introduced before about the like a fundamental framework to how to innovate healthcare innovation through the licensing, right? So so I just to look at the what kind of the component actually can enable that this holistic process possible. So I just make a several like a module type. This is one everyone can be like a sub agent. So the you have an agent system and then have a like a multiple agent can collaborate. So starting from the like input information that you wanna analyze it, and then it give you like innovation classifications to whatever that to analyze, understand your patent. After you understand the patent, actually it converts to like meaning in the marketable meaning, right? 'Cause what is a potential market. So I have a several segment that I actually done through this kind of process manually before to analyze the market. Actually, the some of you maybe already experienced. You're the founders or the project managers. You've done this one. For example, you look at the like a market research report or what else, Googling, whatever, they analyze, or sometimes you use tools or whatever, right? So this process is integrated as a part of this platform. And then finally, the most difficult part and most useful part is to who might be interested in. So I provided some framework that actually the starting from like not just like a product like some kind of company's interest fit and also like the potential licenses the previous like behavior to understand whether if I bring my patent technology to them how much they will be like attracted something like this. So I'm quantifying them and then provide as a number, right? So you will see in my demo. So this is one. So utility of this platform. This is not just for the pattern analysis because it's the most used utility will be starting from pattern. But I already mentioned that it can be used in like, for example, valuation of your startup. If you're the investors, a venture capital, like starting from the specific technology, right? And then they give you like a whole kind of like a product market fit, go to market strategy, and then the utility of the how to commercialize it, something like that. Also, like if you are some like innovation scouting, right? For example, you're a big pharma, and then you wanna be open innovation. You wanna bring some outside innovation to your institution. Then you can utilize this form that what is available in out there through the like pattern analysis or and then other like the product service analysis, and then you find out the best fit into your proposal. And then I mentioned about the venture capital due diligence, something like that. So it does not just for the like university licensing or the like companies out licensing. That's a majority, but it can be utilizing many different type of this kind of like intelligence. So I just analyze good example, like for example, that how much actually the platform can be generate a new market. So this is actually the pitch deck of this platform. Actually, that you see that this market potential is huge because there is already existing pattern, right? So just utilizing pattern and then developing more like a further market will be like a purely profit, like the utilizing this platform. So I think that the ROI of developing this platform is huge. That's why I just divided by the some potential of the how to utilize this platform to generate a new revenue stream utilizing existing patent. So so I did some kind of like this is the one actually the proof of concept. So implementing this one is huge task. Like so I need to train them. I need to find out the usually the like a dedicated large language model. and then I need to train them, and then I to further elaborate every element, and then I just make an individual AI agent for their proposal, and I need to have orchestrate these agent layers, and then I need to like communicate through the agentic flow, something like that. So huge task, but before doing that, actually, I just like a devise very simple proof of concept utilizing my ChatGPT because I trained my ChatGPT over 2 years for this kind of purpose. I analyzed many different type of the healthcare innovation pattern and market analysis, something like that. So my large language model in ChatGPT is ready to go. This one, so I'll be show in my demo. So before go to like a dedicated like a platform development. I just have some like a snapshot how will it will work, what kind of like a performance, what kind of output will be expected, and then I'm looking for someone actually to help me to further develop. For example, that I need some subject matter expert like a fine tuning. For example, given pattern or given innovation, and then I need to fine tuning about the what kind of like product or service and function and the innovation details should be included in and then used in the train this platform, this AI agent, right? So it's beyond my capability. I have technical expertise, but I'm not much have a like, for example, like a buy. I'm not much like understanding of the detail about the drug development process or the biomedical research or something like that. So I need someone to have that subject matter. Also, I need someone actually to to get the like extract some information from patterns and what kind of like more other pattern information that I'm an expertise in the pattern even, but I may be someone actually the more have a more especially for the legal matters, then that'll be the good. And also like for example that the go-to-market strategy that have someone more experienced than me in the market segmentation of a given product market will be helpful for improving this one. And also like someone have a lot of experience in actual licensing process, like even if I'm a professional licensing, I have a like a certification of professional licensing. But even if that, there may be more people that have an actual experience, license out, whatever the really needing, find out the potential licenses, and then even the like this can like recommend like a negotiation strategy, something like that, as additional features that I can include. So I'm still need to improve this one. And as I told you, this potential of this its platform is huge. I think it is one of the game changer. So I encourage you to participate with me to make endeavor that this will be performed like a commercially viable, so it can be used by many people to further innovate and contribute to in the healthcare area. Okay, so I will show you demo. So this is the demo that I implement in my ChatGPT. So this is kind of like I just this one actually the older AI agent is like I designed as a prompt engineering. So my AI agent is perform my intention like a perception, memory, history, like some like a recognition and then self-learning all stuff. So I design myself before I fully implement. And so you understand better well because of the I trained my ChatGPT for a long time. So, for example, that it's starting from the like ask you about the like choose one of the following input method, right? Because it can so give you very guide you simple selection, or you can put in like your own or something like manually put in like a PDF file or whatever. So, for example, that I want to for biotechnology case show you as a demo. So, here that. So it will start from my input. it parse actually it goes to the like a Google patent site and then extract all the information, and then it asks about weighting the interaction that to specification analysis. Yes. So it from the specification. Okay, so it from the specification that all the like information can be used later for the market and product analysis. So what I need is kind of like to extract some relevant information that subject matter expert knowledge requires. So that's I just train my ChatGPT act as an AI agent through my understanding, right? But there are more better way to actually if someone have a better like expertise in this area, then give you more like a better way to train this AI agent. Oh, I think that the this might be I will try other one because I use Zoom and this one as ChatGPT has some network errors, so I'll try a little bit better starting from the first. This is the all like all prompt and instruction. Uh, so once I utilizing dedicated like even if the dedicated ChatGPT the API, this kind of the like a network flow can be solved anyway. So it produce all the like stage it analyzed, but I will start over from the starting interact way. Okay, so reset. Okay, so and then it is starting to analyze. And then go to claim interpretation. So this is a legal interpretation. So it try to understand like claim terms, like independent, and dependent term. And then innovation classification. So I welcome anyone have a better understanding of this side that just to give me the your inside of comment actually to improve this step, then I can train my AI agent to perform that kind of analysis. So it's a matter of the a subject matter expertise to how to design and instruct your AI agent to perform some kind of like analysis. So this is based on my own knowledge and understanding. So, but it can be further developed and innovated. And then based on all things, it try to give you the commercially viable information. So purely starting from that patent information, it try to give you something linked with some is meaningful for the in healthcare. So for example, what kind of features as a like a healthcare product or something like that. So it give you some interpretation, and then it want to you give you summarize. It give you at the end of the first stage to understand your input patent and try to give you the understanding and then provide the AI agent inside about this patent. So it give you like a mechanism of action, functional mechanism, technical modality, and even claim coverage and preference potential and something like that. So it give you something that whether it can be good for the additional like a commercial proposed opportunity to, and then you try to understand the next stage to the market. So it tried to map the real world market landscape for innovation disclosed in this pattern. It doing real time now. So it takes some time, but it doing market mapping. Like for example, Haskell particle is a pharmaceutical, cellular, immunotherapy, and clinical space oncology, hematology, and primary indication, B cell, something like that. So it gives you all the detail about what kind of like current in the biopharma market segmentation. It try to understand and then it try to understand what kind of like enable product from this innovation. So it give you like some kind of like commercialization pathway. And then it try to understand like market potential. So you look at the website and the relevant site about the relate like a market research and then try to analyze what is like a market size usually you experience like when you provide some like a product service and then you're looking at the like what is the market potential. So you look at the based on existing information and analyze the relevance for this product pathway and then try to give you some quantified number like a global market and it based on like existing information. So this AI agent search over the website, relevance website, analyze and try to give you the insight about the in number. Isn't it fantastic, right? Because this is kind of thing you need in many different area of the whenever you're doing kind of like innovation, market, or whatever. And then even you look at the regulation, because in healthcare regulation is unavoidable, right? Because it should be essential part. So it try to understand the market, not just by the like a traditional like consumer market, whatever. It also like to look at the regulatory trend. Also like even it analyze like the healthcare reimbursement stuff, right? Because it's relevance for the healthcare market. So all the framework can apply to different industry, but detail will be different because of the market structure is different for different healthcare or consumer market, automotive is different market segmentation, market structure, market dynamics. So the framework can be applied same, but the detail step should be different. But anyway, because I have been in other industries, so it can apply to other industry. If you fit into that the detail into this framework, depending on the kind of like market features and the industry structure, something like that. And then strategic market fit. So it give you like how much your innovation, the patent technology invention can be commercialized. So it give you like some quantified number. So if you go to therapeutic product development, it can be like a very high, something like this. Try to quantify which market segmentation is better, give you opportunity by quantifying this number. And then it give you some insight and then summary. So it give you like a licensing attractive score. So it's quantitative, qualitative strength of opportunity. Like in the out of 10 is 8.7 is very strong. And then so it go to like based on this opportunity that they want to find out who might be interested in this kind of like innovation. So go to next stage. So it tried to give you like who might be interesting. So initial licensee candidate. So it give you the like all kind of different type of the license potential here, right? And then it be into like a more specific. So fine tuning. And then try to understand among this potential candidate that based on the like this potential candidate previous like licensing history that who might be more attractive. So the beauty of this one is that they all are analyzed through the public disclosure information, right? Because this AI agent cannot access to some like a private record actually unless they have a permission. But anyway, because the one of the beauty of AI agent is that they are high performance in search over internet to find out the relevant information and then analyze it and then get the insight, right? Because you know about one of the like that kind of agent is the open AI's deep research that is a part of the ChatGPT, right? 'Cause that's a function very similar to like this one. So give you that each candidate has a previous kind of like open information that they try to understand, and then strategically fitting model that fine tuning about each licenses and give you prioritize that which one is best, right? So strategic aligning profiling. So it try to give you something that who might be best fit into that. And then outreach. So how to approach this potential candidate and what is the strategy? So you recommend you them. And then I'm envisioning kind of like a pinpoint the contact point and negotiation strategy, something like that. So that can be further implemented. And then it give you the like a license match report. It give you quantify. And then final report. It give you like a summary recommendation about your out licensing strategy. So it's done, right? So for example, you can start over like if you want other examples, then it will start over. So I just try with a different category like pharmaceuticals, like a digital health, some meditech, and biotechnology. Everything I tried, it working very well. Except that in the fine tuning, because some area actually have a not much experience and expertise, so I cannot judge the resulting like inside will be is good or not. But anyway, because that's one actually that I organized this webinar to share my idea to like a call to expert participate to further improvement this one. But I think this is really potentially is very fantastic. So I can show you on the other example, but I want to have a time to discuss with you that I show you a snapshot, but you see that huge potential of this, right? Right? Because I am really excited because I just have come up with the idea because I have a design framework for a long time, right? And then I try to do one by one. So I just explore one by one. The one each step actually try one by one. So I try first step and then look at it whether it's working. Okay. And whether it's working, okay. I test it over the whole different module and then integrate. And then finally looks good. Right? So I excited. And then I really want to collaborate with you. You have expertise in specific field, particular field of the healthcare and business experience, market experience, legal experience, and even like a like licensing, and even I mentioned that the valuation it can apply anything, like starting from the given information, right? So I really want to hear from you, your comment inside, and then really want to participate with me to, for example, that if you have some specific patent you know very well and then I can test over my platform, and then I can like verify that how much my platform can work well, right? So I want a call to someone actually that have actual experience, license out or innovation, commercialization, starting from particular patent, and then if you give me the patent number, and then I can analyze through this one, and then we can go in the together and then whether the performance is good and then if something that missing then we can like a further improvement my platform because it all matter of the how to instruct your agent your how to design it so all depending on that I how I design so this is one within my expertise experience but looks good right so I really want to participate to my endeavor, then I think this is a huge potential that I think that really game changer in healthcare innovation.
So, Alex, this is Rajiv. How are you?
Mhm.
Yeah, quick question for you. The way the framework you wanted, what specific goals do you have? I mean, defining the use cases, like, I mean, does this your patent AI agent is going to have the patient facing, where it's going to be appointment scheduling, symptom triage, and medications and
No, because that
reminders
kind of
for.
like that's not my propose. I have a you know that because I you maybe not I have another like a group of the AI agent I develop that
Uh-huh.
they can do whatever you talk about it. This is a
Right.
purely kind of like a research type, right? Because it
Right.
purely kind of like to have you to analyze some like innovation potential, market potential of a given patent, right? And so it does not like contribute to whether it can be like a specifically this AI agent working in the like a medical workflow or the like a treatment planning or the like you mentioned about the patient engagement. I have that kind of innovation in different group. So
I
if you're
got you.
interested, I can show you. I have a old demo similar to this. It's viable technology can work. And then I have like for example the perfect engagement is through like starting, for example, that in the mental health, I have a AI agent can be through you, so implement in your smartphone and communicate with you, and then it monitor you every day, your health and well-being, and especially the mental health, and screening your mental health case, and then something happened that it'll give you recommendation, even you guide you to like a nearby clinic, and then assign you some specific clinic, and then auto for example appointment and then in
Right.
between patient doctors they can be like a scribing or the kind of like they can have you to even that they have you to like a treatment planning they kind of like walk through so what I did was depending on the like what kind of the framework you want to do through the AI
Right.
agent, and this
Mhm.
framework is for the utilizing given patent information to get the licensing or the kind of like commercialize the potential license. So it depending on how you design your framework and then how
Right.
you design your AI agent, and then through the workflow that you can like deploy, right? So
Oh, right, right. So in what research area do you want to focus on? Either hematology or oncology, or what area you're
oh,
thinking?
I don't have any bias for that. For example, that for my personally, I'm interested in precision medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have another AI agent, particularly more deeper level understanding of the given like a situation to that.
Hmm.
But I don't have any bias because I want to be this platform more general, the in
Understood.
cover whole particle of the so it's like because that's why that I need someone, for example,
Hmm.
that I have one of the business model of this one is a customization through the
Hmm.
specific area, right?
Correct,
For
correct. Yep.
example, that you are working in the, for example, biotechnology, biomedical technology, utilizing genomic data, like multi-omic data to do something, right? Because like a precision medicine or the rare disease management or something like that. And then I that's the one that this general purpose cannot do. But you know that it can be designed, right? It's customized. So put into
Yep.
like I work with some subject matter expert, have a deeper level understanding that area, then I can
Right.
I can put in their frame into the framework and design it.
Mhm. Correct, correct, correct. Yeah, understand. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. So basically, we're talking about here, we just want to have the specific designs and adaptive learning kind of thing, and the data handling and compliance. That'll be all part of your research and patent agents and all that. And of course, that comes with ethical and regulatory considerations, integrations with the healthcare systems and all that.
Yes,
Great.
yes, yes. That's why that I actually even
Got it.
the subject matter different level for the particle. Also, like in general, healthcare have a characteristic different from the other industry you mentioned, like is
Right.
regulatory password, clinical trials, right? So proven by the evidence, and then even like a reimbursement stuff, right? Because different market industry structures that should be put in the framework, right?
Yep. Mhm.
So in general, I show you is very general,
It
right?
is. It is. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
but
huge, huge area.
I really want to collaborate
Yeah.
with different vertical
Sure.
and different expertise to because a framework is same, right?
Yep.
So
Mhm.
I proved that framework works, right? The
Right.
matter is how much in the deeper level, right?
Absolutely.
Specific, right? So then I need to collaborate with other expert and the professional to that area.
Absolutely. Got it. Got it. Understand. Understand. Yep. Thank you. Yep.
So I welcome anyone that after this webinar that I'm very have open mind because this is huge potential. For example, that actually the one motivation that I developed because I working in this area for a long time, but I recently I focus on one specific area because of the reason is because of the current president Donald Trump. One thing that I have developed, one thing is like government efficiency. They lay out a lot of people, especially FDA, the personnel. So I developed one kind of AI agent for actually the follow the workflow of FDA. So it can do like a FDA professional can do. So I tested it working very well. And another thing that I to motivate this innovation is because of the recent debate between the Donald Trump and research universities, right? Because Harvard and MIT and other, I'm from Johns Hopkins, and all like they depending on huge amount from the government like research fund. And then Donald Trump actually said that like if you are not follow my policy, we will cut, and actually cut, right? So I heard a lot of the university operating like a executive the worry about additional like fund, right? Because it mentioned that huge fund is from the donation from the alumni and then operating an endowment fund and then utilizing as a like investment vehicle. But another way to utilize is patent, right? So so I think about it good or like a good time to market of this kind of platform because that I have experience. For example, I have a like opportunity to involve in the huge acquisition process. For example, in the early year 2000, that there was the bankrupt of the big like a telecom company like Novel and another company is like a Motorola, and then they sell out their whole patents, and I participate and analyze the patent for their market potential, whatever. It take a lot of time, right? So it's very expensive because that's why there's expertise required and then choose the amount of effort required. So for example, then one pattern analysis for market potential, what kind of product they have, or like valuation, whatever. It took 1 week for one pattern analysis. Well, see this one, right? It can done in a quick way, right? So it can be can be a support that kind of licensing professionals to find out a new opportunity, right? So this is just imminent like a market that apply this platform, right? Because
I
just
mean,
it
it
can
can,
implement it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it can take, I mean, it can save you probably about maybe 30, 40 hours a week, actually. I mean, if you really want to look at it, as far as the AI patent agents are concerned,
Hmm.
you can save a lot of time and in the research area and, creating the patents and submitting it and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it can really definitely do save a lot of hours, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep, and
So
saves
I just
billions.
want you,
Yep,
anyone have a good business model and anyone have a good idea, then just to collaborate with me, then I want to make this one real, can be utilized by many people need of this one, right?
yep, absolutely.
Okay, so I will share that additional analysis because I think that this is really fun, right? Because for example, that I can analyze. For example, I have another algorithm is like, for example, I show you in the first page about the example pattern for each particle. Actually, I designed AI agent to look at it. So that I just make like a definition of the each segment of the subfield, and then I train my AI agent, find out within the scope, then look at the Google pattern site or the other like a Discord site, whether it can accessible, and then find out relevance patterns, right? So I can find out the relevant pattern through this process, and then I can make like a map of the like a different type of the subfield and then exam pattern, and then I can analyze using my pattern, and then I can have a very interesting report about what kind of innovation potential each healthcare segment. It itself as a report will be very interesting, right? So I'm
Great.
going to do, and then I will share something that I have it.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Wonderful.
so thank you for attending today's webinar. As I told you that this is the lily that I call someone participate with me to mentoring this one. This is really helpful to innovation in healthcare. And then I will share this recording with you, and then I will share my presentation with you. And then I welcome contacts you because of most of you my LinkedIn connection. So just send me a comment or whatever that if you really want to some set of separate time to talk about further, I welcome. Okay. Thank you and have a
Thank you.
nice day.
Congratulations. You too. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.